Still ignoring submarines? You can't counter what you don't understand. Here's why every serious player in World of Warships should play submarines, even if you hate them. Ahoy captains, and welcome back to Normal Guy of the North. Today we're taking a deep dive, pun absolutely intended, into the most controversial and misunderstood classes of World of Warships. You guessed it, submarines. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. They're way too complicated, they're not fun, or the classic, they ruin the game. That's one of my favorite. But here's the truth. If you're skipping subs, you're missing out on one of the most tactical, rewarding, and downright satisfying experiences the game has to offer. So here are 5 compelling reasons why you should give submarines a shot, even if it's just to understand how to beat them. Let's dive in. First point, submarines completely change how you think about positioning and engagement. They're the only class in the game that can truly vanish. Not just break detection, but go under the surface entirely. You're not hiding in smoke or playing around an island. You're invisible under the waves. When you submerge, you can move undetected, sneak behind the enemy lines, flank unsuspecting ships, and set up devastating torpedo runs. You can escape incoming damage, avoid plane spotting, survive situations that would normally be your death sentence for any other ship. And when there's a psychological aspect, you're the ghost in the water. Players don't know exactly where you are, but they know you're out there, and that makes them nervous. If you like stealth, misdirection, and tactical ambushes, subs are built for you. Next, tactical depth and map control. Submarines aren't just damage dealers, they're disruptors. You have tools that no other ship type has, and those tools let you influence the battle in subtle but powerful ways. With sonar ping, you can mark enemy ships and force them to respawn. A pinged battleship has to worry about homing torpedoes. A destroyer chasing you has to burn through its damage roll way too early. Even cruisers start second guessing their pushes when you're nearby. You can also contest cap points without being seen, slipping in underwater while the enemy searches in vain. And here's where the skills come in. Managing your dive capacity and battery level is just as important as positioning. Staying too long underwater can leave you vulnerable on the surface, so you have to plan ahead, know when to vanish, and when to strike. This class rewards smart, forward-thinking players. If you love outmaneuvering or your opponents mentally and even physically, subs deliver. Alright, number 3, high-risk, high-reward torpedo attacks. Let's talk torpedoes, because this is where submarines shine and where things really get kind of spicy. Submarines use a combination of standard and homing torpedoes. The goal is to land your sonar pings to activate the homing system. With good aim and prediction, you can bypass traditional torpedo dodging entirely and land hits on targets that would normally slip away. But it's all not about long range. There's also the shotgun sort of style attack we used to have. You could be surfacing outside detectability, just several kilometers away, launch a full spread of non-homing torpedoes and send your victim straight to the bottom. Yes, it's high risk, high reward gameplay at the finest, because while you're surfacing, you're exposing, and if you mess things up with timing, you're dead. When it works though, the instant deletion of a broadside cruiser or a distracted destroyer is one of the most rewarding moments in the game. Every torpedo salvo feels personal, calculated, and earned. You're not just lobbing shells, you're setting traps and cashing in. Point number 4, they change the way enemies play. Submarines don't just react to the battle, they manipulate it. And this is a fact. Just being in the match alters enemy behavior and moods. Battleships start sailing in zigzag or hugging islands. Destroyers waste time ping hunting instead of spotting. Cruisers hesitate to push out, knowing a sub might be lurking nearby. You're the threat that's always there, but not quite visible. That means you don't always have to get the kill to win the mind game. And the more pressure you apply with smart positioning and constant pinging, harassment, the more you drain their focus. While they're worried about you, your teammates gain space, momentum, and safety. Submarines force your enemies to play your game, and that level of battlefield influence is incredibly powerful. Last point, if you don't play them, you won't know how to beat them. That's a fact. Now, this is probably the most important point, especially for players who absolutely hate subs, and there's a lot of you out there. If you don't play them, you won't understand how to counter them. Submarines have mechanics that are unlike any other class. They dive, they surface, they have limited battery, they use sonar pings, homing torpedoes. They can go completely undetectable. And if you don't understand how those mechanics work, you're going to make the wrong decisions. But here's the kicker. Wargaming recently nerfed the submarine's shotgun mechanic. Now, if you're within 3 kilometers of a submarine, it simply just can't hurt you. I mean, if we're talking maximum damage, 6 torpedoes, it might do 2,000 or 1,800 damage, all 6 spread in under 3 kilometers, especially with torpedo protection damage on a battleship. Guys, it can't hurt you less than 3 kilometers. Charge them. I've taught you guys that even before the nerf. That is a huge change. It means if you get in close and aggressive, especially in a destroyer or a cruiser, you can force the sub to surface and kill it before it even becomes a threat. But if you don't play subs, you won't know what to do. Just 10 or 20 games in a submarine will give you an immense insight into when they're strong and when they're weak and when they're actually very vulnerable. Knowledge is power, and playing subs gives you that knowledge to beat them and sink them. So there you have it, Captains. 5 real, strategic, and game-changing reasons to start playing submarines in World of Warships. Whether you're looking for a new challenge, a tactical edge, or just want to shake up your usual playstyle, submarines are absolutely worth exploring and trying out. They're not for everyone, but if you give them a chance, you might find a new favorite class. Just maybe. Let me know in the comments, are you already playing submarines? Are you planning to try them out? Or are you still firmly on Team Dip Charge and I completely hate submarines? Alright, hit the like button if this video helped you see subs in a new light, and subscribe for more reviews, videos, etc., and gameplay right from me, Normal Guy of the North. Thanks for watching, and always take care, stay safe, wish you all the best. Bye for now.